right, hello people who are gone. We are going through questions on 6-4. They said to record because you might have these questions as well. So here we go. 8 through 11, they said. Let's just do like number 10, okay? And then you'll get the idea of how to do this. They want us to use a calculator. This is where it says use a calculator. But the problem here is, on part A, it says in radians in all caps. Do you remember how to switch your calculator from degrees to radians? You go to the mode button, okay? Mode on your calculator, and then you go over to where it says radians, degrees. You want to make sure radians is highlighted. Okay? You want to make sure radians is highlighted. So go to mode and switch to radians instead of degrees. That's your first step. We're going to do number 10 together.
Say that again.
Okay, go to mode. Switch to radians, okay? Immediately after we do these problems, you're going to switch it back to degrees. Because otherwise you're going to forget that he's not in degrees, right? Most of the time you need to be in degrees. For right now you need to be in radians because these units are in radians, right? Like pies are radians, okay? We're going to do number 10. It doesn't matter that it's a negative. What you're going to do is, if your calculator is in radians, okay? Once you have it in radians, go back to the main screen, and you're literally going to type in sine of negative 9.4, and you're going to put a pi after it. And you tell me what you get. And then you're going to do cosine of negative 9.4 pi. And then you're going to do tangent of negative 9.4 pi. That is all you're going to do. You're going to literally type it into your calculator and give me 4 decimal places. What you got? I'll give you a second.
Does S stand for mean? Point? No, what is S?
S is standard deviation. Mean is x bar.
S is entropy.
Did you get a number?
That's what I got. 0.9511.
0.9511 for sine. Okay.
Yeah.
For cosine? Negative? Okay. 0.3090. And tangent? 077? Give me one more decimal, please. 0777, right? 0777? Okay, that is part A. Now part B is simply this. Are you ready? The sine coordinate. This number right here is referring to your y coordinate, right? And this number is a positive number, so your y coordinate is positive. Here is your x coordinate. Cosine is x, sine is y, and your x coordinate is negative, okay? So they're asking for on part B, this is simply what it's saying. If your x coordinate is negative, that means you're going to the left, right? If your y coordinate is positive, that means you're going up from there. So which quadrant are we in? 2. That's all you need to know. Okay? It's saying based upon the sign, positive, negative, of each value, which quadrant are you in? You're in quadrant 2. Does that make sense? Okay? So all you need to do, I'll give you some time to do 8, 9, 11. Got it?
Oh.
Okay.
Can we do one more?
Sure. Which one?
Nah, 11.
11, sure. Okay, so you are still going to be in radians. You need to do sine of negative 2 pi over 9. I would just do like the divided by symbol, right? 2 pi divided by 9, okay?
Did you? What? Okay.
Okay, cosine of negative 2 pi divided by 9.
Nice.
And then tangent of negative 2 pi over 9, okay? All right, somebody do those and give me those numbers if you have them.
Sine said air.
Oh.
Sine is equal to negative 0.642. Cosine is equal to 0.766. You're probably in degrees.
No,
And tangent is equal to negative point.
Oh, I know what you did. I know what you did. I know what you did. Use the minus sign instead of the negative. It's, for some reason, it just does that. I don't know why. It's so stupid.
I was in degrees.
Okay, okay. Okay, what?
Oh, no.
Did you use the negative symbol?
Did he do both?
Might have done both.
Tangent is negative 0.539.
Negative 0.539.
Say 4-2.
Did you get it?
Yep.
Okay, so, is sine x or y? Y, and the y coordinate is negative, okay? Cosine is x, and the x coordinate is positive. So if I'm thinking quadrants, x positive means we're going to the right, right? And then from there, where are we going?
Down.
Down, because the y is, so we're in quadrant 4. That's what it's saying, right? That's part B. Part A is asking for sine, cosine, tangent. Part B is just saying what quadrant are we in based upon those values. That means we're in quadrant 4. So negative 2 pi over 9 lives in quadrant 4. Okay, got it? What else shall we look at?
13 and 15.
13. I gotta go up here. 13. 13 and 15 are negative. Okay, sketch the angle and find its reference angle. Okay, negative pi over 7. This is like negative 1 pi over 7, right? Here's where 0 lives. This guy down here, if we're going down first, because that's negative, this would be negative 0.5 pi, right? This would be negative 1 pi if we continue going up, right? This would be negative 1.5 pi, and then this right here would be negative 2 pi. Got it? Where does negative 1 pi over 7 live? What? In the fourth quadrant, okay? So right here, if we make this into a triangle, from here to here is negative pi over 7. So what will the reference angle be? Just pi over 7. It's like saying, how big is the wedge, right? Well, it's just pi over 7. Your reference angle will never be negative. It's just like, how big is that little bow tie angle? Pi over 7, that's it. Okay, that was 13. Okay, 15 is negative 6 pi over 5. So here we are at 0 pi. This is negative 0.5 pi. This is negative 1 pi. This is negative 1.5 pi. And this is negative 2 pi if we keep going all the way around, okay? 6 over 5 is negative 1.2 pi. Okay, so what quadrant will we be in? 2, right here, right? Okay, so that means from here all the way around to here is negative 6 pi over 5. Okay, all right, if I'm going from like here to just here, that would be 1 pi, right? 1 pi would be, I don't know why I put 6 pi over 6. 1 pi would be 5 pi over 5, right? Like that would be 1 pi. So how big is this little angle right here? If I'm going 6 pi over 5 versus 5 pi over 5.
So is the reference always just pi over whatever the denominator is?
Sometimes.
That's what we got in Because that's what I got.
Sometimes. If instead, let's say we were going like, instead of 6 pi over 5, let's say we were going 7 pi over 5, right? Okay? 7 pi over 5 would still be in this second quadrant, right?
Yeah.
But in that case, what's 7 pi over 5 minus 5 pi over 5? That would make this 2 pi over 5 for a reference angle. So it won't always just be pi over whatever, right? In that case, it would have been 2 pi over 5. That's a good question. Okay, reference angle is kind of hard. What? Okay. What else you got? Just wait, and I'll get to you. I just want to record, finish recording. Okay. Trig, anything else? Anything else? Did you figure out 16, 17, 18, 19? James asked me on these ones. When it says find the exact value, use your unit circle, except I don't have a 7 pi over 3 on my unit circle.
Subtract of 2 pi.
You gotta subtract 2 pi, right? And if you do that, it's like subtracting 6 pi over 3, right? What's 7 pi over 3 minus 6 pi over 3? Just pi over 3, and then you're finding sine and cosine and tangent of pi over 3, which is on your unit circle, right? Okay, that's how you would do 16, 17, 18, 19. Got it? Anything else? What else you got? That's it? Okay. Do you need a chance to finish up the other ones, or did you get them finished?
Yeah, no, we need a minute.
You need a minute? You're not using your minute, though.
I
All right, I'm going to stop recording, and then I'll start recording again here in just a second. Okay, goodbye, people.